morning. Hello, hello. Ooh, I need to adjust a little here. Ooh. There. I think I'm centered, not centered. Good morning, good morning. Coffee cup of the day. Look at the little bird. This is a big cup, you guys. And I can't remember where I got it. But I'm thinking it was probably like, and this was 4 years ago, maybe a TJ Maxx. Probably TJ Maxx. I have coffee mixed with hot chocolate this morning. My cat's looking at me weird. So you guys have to, good morning, Vicki. You guys have to let me know. The lights in the background, is that annoying? Because if it's annoying, I can just set them to not move at all. Good morning, Roxanne. Guys, check out these earrings. They're Christmas pink flamingo. Good morning, Roxana. I got these for Christmas, I think from my daughter last year. So I didn't really get to wear them because I got them, on Christmas Day. And you can't see my leggings, but my leggings actually have pink flamingos and Santa hats on them too. Oh, thank you. My whole room is, good morning, Kendra. My whole room is Christmas-fied and I love it. Good morning, Catherine. Because last year my stuff was in storage and I used Mom's nutcrackers and just put nutcrackers all over the room, but I didn't really get to have my stuff out. Good morning, Alice. And because we emptied the storage unit, I went through all of my Christmas stuff. I got rid of about 2 totefuls to my daughter. And she also took one of the Christmas trees. But I had enough energy to actually decorate in here this year. So I got my pink tree, my 6-foot pink tree right here beside me. And I went with a pink, red, and white theme this year. Except for right here behind me. This was my grandmother's original nativity. Oh, thanks, Kendra. Good morning, Vintage and Vino. And somewhere along the way, these animals had gotten broken. And so when Mom finally gave me this nativity, it didn't have any of the animals left with it. And I was able to thrift the camel, the cow, and the donkey. And I was so excited to reunite them. And they look very similar. I'm not sure if they're the exact ones that would have originally gone with this set, but very, very similar. And they're vintage. It's all vintage. So this does not fit in with my red, white, and pink theme, but it's very special because it was my grandmother's. And this back here was made for me. Can anybody guess who made that? Helen Booty, New England thrifter. I think that was Christmas before last, maybe. So I have a mix of old and new all over my room. Because some of the ornaments on my tree were mine as a baby. Some were my grandmother's, both my grandmothers. My parents, when they were on their honeymoon, had bought a set of ornaments. And so those are on my tree. And then I have I'm looking at a Miami sweater ornament from when my daughter went to Miami University in 2019. My Christmas is very eclectic. Just about the way that I dress. Yeah, the pink flamingo is wearing a Santa hat. So let me show you up close. That's great. Good morning, Monica. These deer behind me over here, those came from Target in the last few years. I love that Target did that line of very vintage inspired decor. Love that. The little deer I have hung on the tree that came from Target. My mom has 2 vintage ceramic trees that have been handed down that I'm hoping someday will be mine. But I bought this one right here at Target. The first year that they started reproducing these, I bought that one at Target. And if you missed the cup of the day, there it is. So I didn't get together with my daughter on Thanksgiving because we could not find a Chinese place that was open around here. Good morning, Katie. So we got together Friday, and I ended up eating dinner with my parents and my eldest son. That was last minute. My sister didn't get to come because she was coming down with something. My nieces were here earlier in the day to watch the dog show, but then they went to various significant. So it was a really, I blipped. It was a really good Thanksgiving, but I didn't get to see my daughter until Friday. And what's crazy is I'm the only person home. There's nobody else using internet right now. Let's hope that we don't lose Wi-Fi. But my daughter showed up with a gift for me, you guys. Look what she made me. Isn't that gorgeous? It's gorgeous. So she painted a tree and then glued rhinestones and sequins onto the tree. Oh my God. I love this so much, you guys. I love it. And it's a nice size. If it was smaller, it'd be sitting behind me, but I had it displayed across the room and had to bring it over here to show you guys. She made a smaller one for my mom. I had no idea she was painting again. I was so excited. Oh, I just love it. Love it, love it, love it. I believe last week's altered book prompt was the highlight the letters of your name one, or was that 2 weeks ago? I don't remember, but that's the one that I did this week. So let me find that and show you what that one looks like. Also, I know you guys have requested that we do this again next year. And do we want to do all of the same prompts again? Or do we want to do different prompts? And if we do, I need prompt ideas. So you can email them to me, or you can drop them in the comments below. If you're watching later, drop it in the comments. If you're watching now, put it in the chat and I will make a note of it. But it has been requested that we do the altered book project again, which is fine with me because I already have some altered books or some books to alter. But here is my, I did just what my daughter did. I did my name at the bottom with the highlight colors, and then I highlighted those letters. So that was a super simple prompt, which was good for me because I needed simplicity. So we are going to drop, look, you guys, this is all we have left. After today, 4 more coffee and chats until the end of the year. I can't believe Friday is the 1st. I'm so glad, though, that my decorating is done, so I don't even have to worry about that. So we are going to draw. I'm not going to look. We got a blue. Draw stick figures dancing. Now, this is one of those where if you had enough pages, you could draw it on the corner of the page and do like a flip with it. Or you can take a page you've already done that has some white space and you can draw little stick figures dancing, but Draw stick figures dancing is the prompt. Another super easy one, I think. And today's sale is going to it's going to be, again, just simple price points. I'll put the price point in. I'll just give them a letter. Trying to clear out stuff. Some of the things are new for Christmas. I don't think they've been up for sale before, but most of the stuff you'll have seen before, it might be at a, hi Danielle, might be at a lesser price point today. But I will, hey Michelle, how are you feeling? I've been following along on Instagram. I've missed you. It's good to see you. So be looking for today or tomorrow. I got most of it pulled together already, but I don't have it filmed. A $2 glassware sale. $2 glassware sale. So if you buy some things today and you want to add to your box with some of the $2 glassware, be looking for that. So I will probably be invoicing Sunday and Monday to give people time to see that sale and do it all at the same time. So if you buy today and you're interested in maybe some of the glassware, and I had more than I even realized, you guys will not believe how much glassware I have, but $2 glassware sale will be going up today or tomorrow as soon as I get it filmed. I am so glad that you are home, Michelle. That makes me happy. And I'm glad you're here with us. That makes me even happier. So I have some Christmas trivia. And I think that we had played some of this last year, but I can't remember which one. I have 2 different decks of Christmas trivia. My family buys me this kind of stuff because they know I love Christmas. But we're going to do a little Christmas trivia this morning. So, which alcoholic spirit is often used in the making of a Christmas pudding? Which alcoholic spirit is often used in the making of a Christmas pudding? Which is a very British thing. I've never had Christmas pudding. Michelle says rum. Anybody else want to? Alice says rum. Danielle says rum. Rum, rum, rum. The card says brandy. Rum is used in fruitcake, but, and I have no idea if the cards are right or wrong. Okay, Fairy Tale of New York, which I love that song. And it's, if you guys have never heard it, it's irreverent and funny and a little bit sad, but I love that song. Fairy Tale of New York was a song by the Pogues and which Irish singer? Michelle. I had a friend who came over one Christmas and we made a ton of candy for Christmas, but he made rum balls, which I'd never had before, and were like the most delicious thing ever. Kirsty McCall. Kirsty McCall. And if you haven't heard of this song, Fairy Tale of New York, look it up and listen to it. It just makes me smile. How do you wish someone a happy Christmas in French? I bet Michelle knows this one. Alice, that's the best BFF in the world. I have a sister that does champagne jello shots. And Michelle's right. I knew Michelle would know that one. In the song, The 12 Days of Christmas, what does the singer receive on the fourth day? You have to sing it in your head to figure out. Michelle is honest. If they've got 4 calling birds. Roxana got that one too. So did Vicky. Which Russian ballet with music composed by Tchaikovsky, I don't know if I said that right, is popular around Christmas time? And I got to take my 2 oldest, my youngest wasn't born yet, but I got to take them to see this performed live. And it was amazing. We were like in the second row, and my daughter was a toddler. And it was funny because at intermission, I had a lady behind me tap me on the shoulder, and I turned around and, I'm like, why is some stranger tapping me? And she said, when you sat down here with 2 babies, I just couldn't believe that you'd brought children that small to see the Nutcracker. And I was just so mad that they were going to be disruptive. But you have the best behaved children I have ever met. Like, okay, thank you for sharing that. Thought you should keep to yourself, probably. Thought you should keep to yourself. But I knew what my kids could handle. And so even though they were super little, I knew they would find it fascinating. We were sitting so close, you could hear the ballet slippers thumping on the floor. Like, ballet is loud. You don't know that when you're watching it on TV, but when you are 2 rows in the front, it is loud. And the kids were fascinated by it, and it was an amazing experience. My friend had bought the tickets and gifted them to us that year for Christmas. It was something I never could have afforded. It was so amazing. I know, Michelle. People will say anything to young moms. They just will. So it was the Nutcracker, obviously. And the Nutcracker was amazing live. And I like the variations. Disney did one, I don't know, a few years ago. And it's kind of a steampunk Nutcracker. And so there's different, I like all the variations. Okay, we'll do one more before we do the sale. Here's one I've never seen this movie. Tom Hanks portrays the train conductor in the film adaptation of which popular Christmas book? Hi, Kaz. Kaz, look what my daughter painted me. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my goodness, I love it. I love it so much. Yes, Vicky, Polar Express. I started to watch the beginning of it, and it actually made me seasick or car sick watching it. And so I never actually watched Polar Express. And it's funny because there are a lot of Christmas movies I have never, like classic Christmas movies. I've never seen Miracle on 34th Street. I have never seen It's a Wonderful Life. I have never seen Scrooge, any of the variations. So there's a lot of classic Christmas movies I've never seen. Now, I have seen, like, every year we watch National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, which we watched on Friday. I just watched, I can't remember the name of it. I'm in the middle of watching Freddy Claus right now. There's so many that I watch every year. I've already seen Santa Claus 2, Santa Claus 3, and I'm caught up currently on this season of the Santa Clauses. Yeah, I've never seen that one. when I was growing up, Christmas was just about Christ's birth for my family. So there wasn't, I didn't see a lot of the theme. Like, I did not see National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation until I was like 22, and my roommate's like, "What do you mean you've never seen this?" I'm like, I didn't even know it existed. And it quickly became my favorite movie. But yeah, the way that I grew up, we missed out on a lot of that. So we weren't allowed to watch cartoons and weren't allowed to watch the Muppets. And I've mentioned before, weren't allowed to watch Sesame Street. And I have seen Charlie Brown Christmas. I didn't even know there was a cartoon version of Scrooge with Mr. Magoo. That's great. Okay, let me shuffle my letter cards a little bit. And we are going to get started. So let me type in, hi, Chris. We type in $5 start. And then I will highlight it. And if I sound a little sinusy, it feels like I'm trying to fight off a cold. Dad definitely has a cold. We had asked that anybody coming over last week made sure they weren't sick. Mom and Dad did have her last eye doctor appointment on Wednesday of last week, so they may have picked up something there. I don't know, but Mom and Dad have a cold again, and I am trying to fight this off, and I'm really worried because Dad is barely recovered from pneumonia. Ugh, don't like it when my parents aren't well. So that's why I sound a little sinusy. See, I might like to go see the play Scrooge, like seeing it live. I might really like that one. Okay. First up is this amethyst hobnail pitcher. It's this size. This is the one that has, I didn't know when I bought it, it has a few broken hobnails, just a little over 6 inches. And let me find them. I'll show you. It's like this row right here where the hobnail points got broken off. So hopefully you can see that. But I paid $5 for it. I'm just asking $5. And the picture part works great. It would make a really pretty vase. And, you know, if you turn the broken hobnails to the back and you display this side, you don't even know they're broken. This is possibly in poly. This is what it looks like. But I didn't know because I got it at the indoor flea market. It's very dark in there. And so I didn't realize that it had those like sawed off right there. I don't know what happened, but anyway, it's only $5. Letter B. $5. Letter B. And I am desperately trying to clear out things I purchased this year because it makes inventory and taxes much easier at the end of year. Well, I see Kaz for that. And Kaz, I don't know if you were here when I said I will not be invoicing until Sunday or Monday because I will be putting up at least one sale video, maybe more, but I'm doing a $2 glassware sale that will go up today or tomorrow. I've got everything pulled together. I just have to sit down and film it. All right. Kaz, amethyst pitcher. $5. And as always, if you need me to invoice things earlier and get them shipped out earlier, especially this time of year, if you're buying for a present, for a specific, by all means, just let me know, you guys. I'm super flexible. All right, we have pink glass. I picked all of these up at within the same week, 2 of them at the antique store, and I don't remember where I got the third one, but 3 different. The pink on this, I need a white background to show you. Pink on this is very, very light, delicate pink. And I couldn't figure out which company did this. This was one of the better glassware companies of the Depression era. The bottom is very polished on the bottom. And like Heisey did some of these handles, and so did, I believe, Fostoria. So I couldn't identify specifically. Wow, it's got a lot of fingerprints on it. But very pretty little pink dish. Oh, there you get to see the pink. It is only $5. Letter E. $5, letter E. And if you weren't here at the beginning and the lights, they're not flashing, they're set to, I don't know what they're set to, twinkle maybe, but I can turn them off, or I can change them to just solid. So if the lights moving is bothering you guys while you're watching it, just let me know. I will change that. Okay, next up is a folded pink dish. The pink on this is a little bit more peachy pink, and it is etched here and etched here. Again, this is probably one of the better Depression glassware companies, but I couldn't identify it. And if anybody knows what these folded dishes were for, please tell me. I've got one that's far more narrow that my mom was using for napkins, but it wasn't really tall enough to be for napkins. And that one was older than Depression era. So little peachy pink folded dish. Also $5, letter T. $5, letter T. And then the last one is Imperial Glass. This is their bead and block pickle bowl. And I feel like the pink, all 3 of these shades of pink were different. Because this is more of a peachy pink. This is more of a pink. And then this one is more of an ice pink. And we learned doing Glass with Class that, I don't know, it seems kind of small for bananas. We learned that even within the same company, within the same line, the pinks would be different, because apparently pink was a very hard color to consistently mix every time they did a new set of dishes, which is super interesting. So this is Imperial Glass bead and block, and it is a pickle bowl. Letter U, $5, letter U. Next up, this is another one I could not identify, but the bottom is very polished. The Georgian honeycomb pattern was made by at least 3 different companies, maybe 4. And I can't tell if it's a married piece because this lid fits perfectly. But here's the lid. And this is that like 1950s plastic. And the dish has no cracks. This would be really pretty to put nuts in, or candies for Christmas. Ribbon candies. And today it is only $5. Letter A. $5. Letter A. And if you are watching on the replay, you can put it in the comments below that you want something, or you can email me. Both of those work. Next up, Fenton, but it is sticker damaged. At some point, somebody tried to take the Fenton sticker off. And you can see right there where it looks like they scrubbed at it, which when you scrub, you repolish the satin glass and it will go back to clear. So that spot there is where the original Fenton sticker most likely was. I mean, it looks like a Fenton sticker from here. But like this, it's really, this was red. The Avon wine glasses are a bit deeper red than this. So hopefully you can see, but this is a true red, not an Amberina. So pink, this would have been 1980s, I believe. Let's see. Yep, there's an 8 on the bottom of that Fenton. And because it is damaged, it is only going to be $5, letter I. $5, letter I. For Fenton. That's a good deal. Okay, I did not measure this. It has a ton of staining, which is why it's only going to be $5. But the pattern on this tablecloth is so beautiful that I'm not wondering if you are a crafter, sewer kind of person, you could use that pattern for something else. Or maybe if you don't mind the staining because you have grandchildren or something, and so you just like it. But the staining is like a yellowish, I don't know if you can see it, but this is a rectangle and it is pretty big. So there's the pattern. Here's the edging. I love this color right here. Love, love, love. But it's only going to be $5. Here's some of the staining. It's a very yellow staining. And there might be something that you guys, something magical that you know will take that right out. Here's another example of, oh no, maybe that's just a flower, not staining. Well, no, I think that's a stain. It's a stain right there. Okay, so anyway, it's a rectangle. I don't believe there's any holes in it. I believe it's just staining on it. But I would love for somebody crafty to repurpose this in some way. I just think it's gorgeous. Gorgeous. It's only $5, letter R. $5, letter R. And thank you guys for hanging out with me this morning. I appreciate you. Oh, goodness. I have a desk full, so I'm trying to keep things straight. Next up, Jingle Bells. Oh, Roxanne would like that one. Thank you, Roxanne. Thanks, Delbert. I feel festive. You guys, I own so many Christmas clothes, so many Christmas socks that I have to work really hard to be able to wear every single pair of them through the month of December because I have a lot. Roxanne, if you make something out of this, you have to send me a picture of it. I want to know what its second life is like. Ooh. And I did give it a wash, a gentle washing cold. just so it didn't have cat hair on it since it had been sitting here for a bit. Okay. Jingle bells. I love the packaging this is on. I love that they're all still here. And this was made in Japan. Does not have a date on it. And originally sold for 19 cents. Look at that. So little jingle bells. They're going to be $5. Letter F. $5. Letter F on the jingle bells. If you missed my coffee cup of the day, non-specific, non-holiday, winter wishes. And I'm drinking coffee hot chocolate. I should be married to Santa Claus. I'm just saying. I should be married to Santa Claus. Okay, next up. The Rose Music Box. Which does in fact work. It's in really pretty shape. The song is Always. Roses are my favorite flowers, so I think this box is so pretty. It's just little. It's this size. It's letter J. Letter J, $5. $5. Oh, I've never had Andy's mint in coffee. That sounds good. I dropped a miniature candy cane in my coffee the other day. That was delicious. This little dish is Zeischerzer, Bavaria, Germany. It's a cream color, not a white. And then it's got this gold trim. There on the bottom, it says Germany. I picked up some of these German pieces when I was doing sales with Tiger. And this would be another just really pretty with Christmas candies in it. It is $5. No chips, no cracks. Letter N. $5. Letter N. Here's another Germany piece. And this one's really unusual because the edging is different all the way around. It doesn't, the sides don't mirror each other. They are different. Tiger and I message every now and then. So I know he's doing all right. And this has the holes for hanging. Put your fishing line through there and hang the plate. I just really liked it because it was so unusual that it was different on either side. $5, letter M. $5, letter M. And one more $5 item, and that is this little carved polar bear. We kind of think that you could put like an incense cone right here. I don't know how well a tea light, yeah, a tea light doesn't really fit there, but maybe an incense cone. Yeah, Kaz. The problem is with my health, I just cannot collab with anybody right now. I've had to turn down invitations, and I hate disappointing people, but it's all I can do to do this one live a week right now. So I miss working with other people. I miss being face to face with other people in the community. I really, really miss that, but I just can't do it right now. So polar bear, he is carved out of some kind of stone. Super stinking cute. I know. Me too, Alice. He is on Whatnot. So if you are on Whatnot, make sure you're following him on Whatnot to know when he's doing sales. $5, letter W. $5 for the super cute stone polar bear. And let me change. Now we're going to do $10 items. Hi, Lemmy. Can you guys hear that noise? The blower part of the fireplace just kicked on, and it's being quite noisy today. Lemmy, you have to see what my daughter painted me and brought to me the day after Thanksgiving. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, I'm so in love with it. So in love with it. Yeah, I don't care for Whatnot either. I like the hanging out and chatting with you guys, and on Whatnot, it goes pretty quickly. And if you guys missed it, Helen made that for me, I think Christmas before last. I think that was 2 years ago. Helen made that for me. So it is proudly displayed there. And this week's altered book prompt is to draw stick figures dancing. Yeah, Cass, definitely is too fast for me. Draw stick figures dancing. Instagram moved too fast for me when they used to do a lot of Instagram sales. I didn't enjoy that either. I much rather hang out with you guys. Move at my own pace. Okay, first up. And don't forget, if you have prompt ideas for the altered book project for next year, you can drop them in the chat, leave them in the comments. You can email them to me, or we can just do the same 52 again. I'd rather add some new ones in there. I'd rather do some new things, but you guys just let me know if you have some new ideas for altered book prompts for next year. Okay, these are high mount quality alcohol proof, most likely made in Japan, I believe. Christmas coasters. There would have originally been 8. There are 6. Yeah, I think. Yeah, the actual coaster says made in Japan. So there are 6, and originally there would have been 8. And these are those paper mache coasters. I'm going to show you each one. I love these for a bit of nostalgia. And these aren't in too bad of shape. I think they're in good used condition. Some of them are in terrible shape. I feel like this is something my grandma would have had sitting in her living room to protect her tables. And here is what the inside of the container looks like. And I would have, if I didn't know, if I'd never had these before, I would have thought that it just came with the 6, but these always came with 8. Here's the lid. So I picked these up, and I've been waiting until the Christmas season to put them up for sale. They're this size. $10, letter X. $10. Helen, I was just talking about you because you made me that. like 2 Christmases ago. Year before last. I was telling people that. And Helen, did you see what my daughter made me? You guys are going to get sick of me showing this. My daughter made that for me. I love it so much. I don't want to knock any of the beads or sequins off. All right, I see Roxanne for that. That is awesome, Roxanne. I think you're going to like them. And don't forget that later on, today or tomorrow, I will be putting up a $2 glassware sale video. So that'll be a good sale. And I'm going to have a set of glasses that you've never seen before. I've never had up in a sale. Oh, thanks, Helen. You guys can't really see the shelf below, but all of my pencil Santas are in with all of my junk jars below. Here you can see some of them. So I have a whole pencil Santa collection, and they're in with my junk jars down there. Next up, this is a crystal candle holder, and probably Avon. A lot of different companies made these, but I found the one that looked most like this was marked as Avon on eBay. It's got a nice weight to it. And Mom has a nutcracker candle holder like this up there. And she set a tea light under it. Let me turn all this off. And so it just looks pretty sitting up there with a tea light under it. So you could set a tea light under it. Of course, she also has metallic red candle in the candle holder upstairs. But Crystal Angel, it's this size. No chips, no cracks. She is in beautiful condition. And $10, letter S. Do you, Rebecca? Hi, Rebecca. Yeah, I love this non-specific, non-holiday winter wishes mug. I was trying to remember where I got it. Did you get yours at TJ Maxx? $10, letter S. Okay, next up. If you like to decorate with blue and white or for Christmas, or you do blue and white in January, this compote is perfect. Oh, good. I was right. I did get it at TJ Maxx. I was trying to remember where I got it. Light blue and white slag glass. Super, super pretty. No chips, no cracks, but it does have what looks like a rust spot in the bottom. And then right here on the lip. Hello, Grandma 9. So it is this size. It is absolutely gorgeous. $10, letter D. $10, letter D. Ooh. I had this last year and it didn't sell, so I'm bringing it back. It is the Santa decanter. And it says full liter. Oh, Lemmy would like the blue slag glass compote. Awesome. Thank you, Lemmy. So, oh, pushing buttons. So, really fun Santa decanter. I think this would be great for eggnog. $10, letter K. $10, letter K. For the Santa decanter, it's this big. Okay, let me move that. And you guys are awesome. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning. Next up, coin dot red vase. This is red, not amberina. It would be perfect for this time of year. And we're all familiar with the coin dot pattern. It's so stinking pretty. And let's see how that red compares to that Georgian honeycomb red. I think this red's just a teensy bit deeper red than the coin dot base. It's this size. Let me tell you how tall it is. So 7 3/4. 7 3/4 coin dot vase. Aw, thanks, Kaz. Letter G. $10, letter G. Next up is this Canada art pottery. And we learned that the reason this looks so much like, oh, it's gone clean out of my head. You guys will tell me in the chat what this looks like. Was because that guy worked for that company and then went to Canada and started his own company. So this little planter is from the Canada Art Pottery, Canada Art Pottery, I think. Made in Canada. It is beautiful. It is Wedgwood. Thank you. The maker of this, the designer of this, worked for Wedgwood and then left and moved to Canada and started his own company. It is just buttery soft. It's so, oh, it's so soft. So this little planter, it's this size, $10, letter O. $10, letter O. I tried to pick some things today that would like make either good gifts or would display well with Christmas decor. That was my kind of my thinking with the stuff I picked today. Next up, this Bohemian cut to clear glass bell, but it doesn't have a clapper in it. It is stunningly beautiful though. Oh, it's so pretty. So no chips, no cracks. I just think it's a really pretty example of Bohemian glass. $10, letter Q. $10, letter Q. Okay, next item. That was all of my $10 items. I have one $15 item and one $25 item. I'm going to take off. Come on, let me take off the pin. Oh, well, let me take it off. Okay, I'll change it to 15. Yes, its tea light under that would look pretty, Kaz. Okay, let me unpin it. All right, so next item's $15. And it is the Carnival Glass Hen on Nest. I'm trying to remember. I'm not feeling any. Oh, there. I feel a tiny bit of a rough spot right there on the lid. Right there. Which when it's set down in the inside, you don't see it. And let me check the beads. Nope, beads are good. So here is the base. This was Indiana glass. Which around here is the most common hen on nest that we find. I actually have 3 of these in my possession right now. The other one's amber and one is the avocado green. But this beautiful blue Carnival hen on nest is going to be $15. Letter C. $15. Letter C on that one. Oh, and last item. Oh, and Danielle will take the hen on nest. Awesome. Thank you very much. Last item of the day. This one is going to be $25. Hi, Spirit Junkie. And it is gorgeous. It is Fenton with the poinsettias or poinsettias, depending on who you're talking to. Everyone pronounces it a little bit different. Hand painted by D. Robinson. Oh, Alice, if I had that, I probably would have hung that right on my wall and just admired it. I love that. I haven't even found the milk glass with the plain kitties on the edge. I mean, I've seen other resellers have that one, but I love that pattern. It's so pretty. And, you know, I've got kitties, so of course I love it. So this is white Carnival glass with the hand painted. It's just got so many little details. And we love a good Fenton. This one is going to be $25. Letter V. 25 letter V on the hand painted Fenton poinsettias. 25 letter V. Oh. I have no idea if that was for. Absolutely, Lemmy. Yes, I will. So we started out with $5 items. So the first one was this Georgian honeycomb dish with a very polished bottom. I could not identify whether or not it actually had the lid with it, although this lid fits it perfectly, and the handle makes it seem like it would be time specific to when this would have been made. But just a little dish, little nut dish. That was $5, letter A. $5, letter A. I had the 3 pink dishes that are all a different shade of pink. Let me hold them up and show you the different shades of pink. This is the Imperial Glass Bead and Block Pickle Bowl, $5, letter U. And these two, oh, now I don't remember if they were. Hi, Donna. Don't remember. I may mix these letters up from earlier. Sorry, guys, if I did. So this one, made by one of the better glass companies of the Depression era. It's more of a peachy pink. It is etched here and etched here. Got these really pretty handles. $5. Letter T. $5. Letter T. And then this one, which is a very pale pink. And again, one of the better companies, very polished bottom. Heisey did handles like this, and so did Fostoria glass, so I couldn't identify it, but $5 letter E. $5 letter E. And then speaking of pink glass, I have this satin glass from the 80s. This is Fenton, but it has damage, so it's only going to be $5. Here, somebody tried to scrub a sticker off, and they polished the satin glass back to clear right here. There's still sticker residue there. And, you know, if you just aren't familiar with satin glass, you wouldn't know. So it has displayability like this. It's beautiful, but it's only going to be $5 because somebody polished that spot right there. And it does have the Fenton on the bottom with the 8 below it, so we know it is satin glass from the 80s. $5 letter I. Awesome, Danielle. Danielle's going to take this one. Let me write that down. Okay. And Donna, since you just got here, I've showed off again. My daughter showed up with this. She painted me. Ugh, I stinking love it so much. Then she glued rhinestones and beads all over it for ornaments. She made my mom a smaller version of that. I just had to show it off. I love it. Okay, we had the Christmas bells that were originally 19 cents. I love the uses. Used on gift packages, trees, party costumes, skates, novelties. These are made in Japan. They're all still there. So that was letter F, $5 on that. $5 on the Rose music box. That still works. The song is Always. Lemmy's gonna take the bells. Good. I'm glad somebody else liked those as much as I did. I was so excited when I found those. Oh, goodness. Okay, so that was J. $5 on the music box. Kaz, I wish she'd make some and then I'd sell them, but I'd be afraid that while I was shipping them, that the beads would come off during shipping. Yeah. But I'm so glad she's finally, hey Bree, I'm so glad she's finally back to painting again. Because, you know, she's got long COVID and this last year has just been a rough year for her. She's been just as sick as I've been. Okay, so this very pretty blue and white Germany dish. Says Germany right there, has the holes for hanging. $5, letter M. And then this one was $5, also made in Germany. Just a super simple dish that I think would look, it's cream colored, not white. I think would look really pretty with Christmas candy in it. Letter N. And do I need to go over the $10 items? Or did everybody? That is a good idea. I think she knows how to ship because I think she researched it when she was looking at the best way to sell art. If you guys are just coming in and you need the prompt, draw stick figures dancing was this week's prompt. And if you have prompt ideas for next year's, you can email it to me. You can drop it in the comments or in the chat. And here was my highlighted page. I think that was last week's prompt, although I'm not 100% sure. But that was that prompt, whichever prompt it was. I did that one. Yeah, I did one. Oh. So don't forget that today or tomorrow we'll have a $2 glassware. When I started pulling the glassware out, I'm like, how do I have this much glassware? I think I have a problem. Yeah. My other journals, I haven't been able to paper craft or journal at all lately because everything's just been so chaotic. But I did sit here with the weather cooling. I've been able to get some things done, and I got all of the craft supplies I bought throughout the summer. They're all put away and organized now, so I can get back to doing some more junk journaling. Yeah, I think I need to add glassware to my list of things to not buy. Hi, Becky. I haven't seen you in forever. And if you missed Catherine's video from Saturday, she did an unboxing video and unboxed something from me. So you should go check that out. I think it was three resellers she did an unboxing from. Well, just this last couple of years and I don't know how much you know about my health problems, but I have been doing this thing where if the temperature is above 70 outside, even though inside the AC is on, after just a few minutes of being up and about, I will overheat so badly I'm sick. And did I say Angela? I meant Catherine Young. Did I say Angela? I may have. But anyway, so getting anything done this summer was very hard because just 15 minutes of activity would make me so sick and nauseous and overheat, like pouring sweat. And I thought it was just perimenopause, but now I'm beginning to think maybe it might be something else. So that may be something I'm talking to my doctor about. Because now that the weather turned cooler, I still have hot flashes, but I don't overheat like that. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on there, but it made it so hard to get anything done this summer. So I got caught up on so much stuff last week. So much. Got things reorganized. Went through my 12 totes of Christmas. You guys say 12 totes. And we're not talking small totes. 12 regular sized totes of Christmas stuff. So, oh good, I'm not losing my mind. So, I've been catching things up. Now, of course, because we've dropped below freezing and stayed below freezing the last couple of days, my pain levels with fibromyalgia are way higher. So the last couple days have been hard to get anything done because now I've got fibromyalgia pain going. It's so stupid. It's stupid. Chronic illness is stupid. Anybody who experiences chronic illness knows it's just stupid. Yeah, isn't it weird what your body does? It's so strange. But I was excited to be able to get things caught up and get all of my craft stuff reorganized so that I can junk journal and paper craft again. I have missed it. But everything was just such a mess. I just couldn't get on top of it. And I'm really thinking that maybe next summer I need to get some of that clothing that keeps you cool. Well, I got rid of at least 2 totefuls of stuff. My daughter took 2 totes and an extra Christmas tree. And there were some things where I'm like, oh, I just don't know. So once I take everything down at the end of Christmas, we'll see how much I actually keep that. And there might be things that still go. But I decided to go with a theme. And if it didn't fit the theme, I wasn't keeping it. Because I used to decorate a 2-story farmhouse style house. And so the kids and I would decorate, like, I think at one point I had 15 or 17 trees. I had like 2 6-foot trees. I had a 3-foot tree. Each of the kids had like an 18-inch tree in their room. I had these little 6-inch trees that each got separate decorations and little twinkle lights. And then we would buy a real tree and I would put 500, like, do you know how many strands of lights I would put on that tree? It would take me a full day to get all the lights on the tree before we decorated. So I'm never again going to have that large of a house. I'm never again going to have enough energy to do that kind of decorating. So I was determined this year to narrow it down. So I picked a theme, which will end up being the theme for the rest of my life. And I went with red, white, and pink because that was what I had the most of. Like, I used to do a tree that was completely Victorian. I used to do a tree that was the red and white. The real tree would be all of the kids' ornaments because every year I bought them 1 or 2 ornaments for whatever they were into that year. So, of course, that stuff, when they moved out, got packed up and they took it with them. So I just had to, I had to narrow it down. I had to make it smaller. And I still have an entire tote full of like tinsel, but with the cats, I can't hang the tinsel because they eat it. I love tinsel, but I haven't given it up yet. It's still in a tote. It doesn't take a lot of space, and also it cushions like breakable things. So we'll see. But yeah, this pink, red, and white was kind of what I went with this year and got rid of a lot of other stuff. My mom didn't even make it through all of her totes. She still has totes to go through. I got more decorating done this year, Kaz, than I did the last few years. So I was super excited about that. My room is just magical right now. It's just magical. I love it. I turned all of the big overhead lights off and just have the red and white lights that are all over everywhere on. It's so pretty. And I'm so happy I got it done. Probably won't be happy at the end of Christmas season when I have to take it all down and put it away. All right, I think that is it for today, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Be on the lookout for some static sales that I will be putting up. And yeah, I do have one box over there of donate stuff, things that my daughter didn't want, and they weren't vintage or anything. So I am donating a box of Christmas stuff too. It was stuff that had no sentimental value. All right, you guys. I will talk to you later. And next time I see everybody, it'll be December. Can you believe that? Friday's December 1st. I'm ready. I'm ready. Decorated. I'm ready for the season. All right. Have a great day, guys. Bye.